Hey everybody, it's Cam once again here. Let's talk some stocks. Okay, so AMC's this video. Earnings just came out. Price is moving up after hours, so let's get into it. So moves today, right? Or let's look at the last couple of days here on the 5-minute chart. But Monday, or let's start last Friday. Last Friday held the 770 level, which I talked about in the previous videos from the last week. So you can find that. I'll link it. But we held that level. Got to the 8.9 level, broke through it and used as support, which is it had been acting as resistance previously. Gapped up pre-market, ran up all day yesterday, consolidated towards the end of the day, then spiked after hours right after I made the video yesterday on it, and then basically consolidating sideways up here in the 11s after after the move after hours, and then pre-market, and then just like GameStop took off right in the open. So another kicker symbol basically happening again for just like GameStop as well. But here, you could say sold off right a bit on the open, right? So people took profit right on the open from the move after hours. Only got down to 10.8, right? Didn't even touch 10.77, which was a high yesterday. So kicker symbol, you could mark that as the high, previous day high, and if it does break that, go long. Okay, and that's exactly what happened. So it took off a little more exaggerated move first thing today than GameStop, but a sharper pullback, and then we started rising with GameStop, and then just like Simply Plays, GameStop dropped, AMC dropped like a rock. So we went from 12.18 down to 9.51. So what's that? 2.6 bucks. So 25% move, not as bad as GameStop's 50% move. But drew fibs here from the top, 1247 down to 951, and you see the bounce off the move lower. We pulled into the 50. Like I spoke about GameStop, you like to see retracements hit at the 38.50, 61, but couldn't get through the 51. Really tried it twice. This $11 area was really acting as resistance above, and sold off here the rest of the day. Then after hours, got the spike on the earnings release. The earnings release did say that they lost nearly $1 billion in the holiday seasons, but obviously something like this has been closed because of the pandemic. Everybody's just looking for forward projections. And where's the one right here? There's one saying they basically have right here. So they're already operating 527 of 589 domestic locations. So that's what, 90% of their theaters are open. On what capacity, that's going to be variable. But approximately 78 of 356. So that's only like 20%. So internationally, they could be opening up better in the future. And as I mentioned this morning in the video, that I had an issue dubbed. I don't know if I had another video or something open and the OBS recorded it. But streaming is going to be a big impact going forward. And different things have been saying, like Disney Plus has actually been losing subscribers. Same with HBO Max. But Justice League is coming out next week, so we'll see how that affects those services. Like Wonder Woman, give a big boost to HBO Max. So we'll have to look to see what that does going forward. As you see, we are kind of, selling off a little bit here in the last 10 minutes now after the earnings came out. But we'll zoom out to, let's just go to the hourly right now. So we'll see, which we talked about AMC and their moves. Let me get rid of this red one now just because it's covering a lot up. But AMC did have, what I've talked about, has had a lot of volume overhead, in the $13 to $14 area, excuse me. And the 11 to 12 was pretty thin, but obviously we had a lot of volume there today, so we're filling that volume void. And now we've basically sold off into the, this bulk of volume right here. So still we have a ton of great volume base here in the 9, low 9s to 8s. Obviously we don't want to see it get down that low, but poking the volume right now around 10, and the volume is there, and kind of settling out around here where we were at on the 25th of February, the $10 area, and we'll see if that $10 area will hold going forward. And as you can see, like the moving averages here just on the hourly, we are still stacked in order, right? So obviously an aggressive pullback on the 9, but it's still sitting above the 22. That could change, after hours as things get flat if it's not particularly volatile. But you can take the after market time frames off, which is one thing I do like to look at during the day. So this will be GameStop, but so these charts are the exact same. So let's just look at this top right one. Still 10-minute time frame, but one's got pre-market trading, one's got after. I just like to see the difference. I do find it helpful first thing in the morning, and especially longer time frames, hourly and daily. It's useful. I think so. So, but as you see here, where we poked up today, 12 back here all the way on January 29th. We did that day in general, right? Pretty wicky here in the 12. A lot of consolidation right here. A lot of selling volume right here. So there could be a lot of shorts sitting in this $12 to $13 area. And we pushed in that wall today, just couldn't get enough momentum to break it. But I think, long term, just look at the daily here. We did go red today, right? So, that could be, seen as a bad thing. Did have a big wick, but we still are uptrending. So we're, basically into yesterday's inside bar, the middle of yesterday's bar, but we're still above the 9 EMA, which is now at $9. So we could see this thing still pull back into the 9 if, we don't get some momentum going forward. But just looking at volume here, we're increasing in volume every single day this week. Ton of selling volume here, and then even just with that selling volume, we couldn't take out yesterday's low, so that is a positive aspect as well going forward. And then just like GameStop, I think there's a lot of bullish pluses to AMC, right? So heavily shorted because of COVID, right? Everything's going to be opening back up. Like I said, they already have 90% of their domestic locations open, but who knows if that's at 25% capacity, 10%, 50%. So those numbers are going to be changing as well. And they also had a short report came out today that said somebody basically valued them at 1 cent. I think is laughable. Just like their real estate that they own is more than that. But it's just give them a hit report trying to get this price go back down for the people that are short probably. But I think we can pull back into that 9 EMA. That could be still a healthy pullback, and we can still look to curl up higher going into the end of the week. So that's what I got for you guys in this video. Still made this one a little bit longer, 7.5, but we'll get better at them, get them quicker. Probably just nail down some time frames. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. If you got something for me, leave in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.